I'm back. I'm back and I'm still angry. Real angry about the soul eater. But I tell you what, it's we've been doing alright. Still really enjoying this. I keep saying it's gonna be my last one. It's not. It's I keep saying it's gonna be my last one because I don't want to. Sorry, I'm just looking for somebody on YouTube as well. That keeps posting interesting comments. I keep saying it's gonna be my last one, but it's not because I keep wanting to come back and I really want to get to the third area. At least I just want to see it. I just want to taste it. But Kuroshide. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be saying words that I don't know. They could mean anything. But yeah, he keeps posting comments on the videos, talking about like the different mechanics and stuff that sometimes that we're not understanding, or also joining in on the hatred for Soul Eater, which I appreciate. Really nice, really good stuff. But yeah, let's just jump into a new run. I don't know if we got any more progression. We did not. Because we didn't get 10 pages, we only got 8. I thought we actually got 9, but even if we did, the only thing we could probably buy is, an additional heart showing up in each chapter. And you know what those hearts are like. If we get them or not is just completely random. Hey, my screen's gone funny. It's like split down the middle. I know how to fix this. Turn the monitor off and on. Weird. I love this monitor, but that is a strange bug. Right, well, let's jump in. Now the camera has stopped working, so give me 1 second. Oh dear. It's because my webcam. Let's just deactivate and activate. Is that gonna... Hopefully that fixes it. It says it's fixed it. It's plugged into the USB port of my monitor, so when I turned that off it broke. Alright, well, let's dive in here. What did we say at the end of the last one? What we said was, screw allies. No more allies. We're gonna build this deck around the final boss, who's going to be randomly generated in a second. Even if we never get to him, what are you? Takes at most 10 damage per hit, strikes the hero with a flurry of attacks. You know what that means? We want to somehow reduce his power if we can. And we want to deal damage in short bursts, which means we do really still like bleed and we do really like daggers. We hate allies. We will never touch an ally. I personally love them, but the Soul Eater also loves them, and he keeps destroying us. And the reason he's destroying us is because he gets to 16 to 20 power in the first couple of turns because he eats our allies, and that gives him +4 power. We usually have 2 allies, he gets +8 power. He's doubled in strength because he usually gets 4 from the 2 like little guys in front of him as well. He's doubled in strength from killing our allies is what it seems like, and that is just a really awful thing to happen to us, so we don't want to do that. Let's draft a card. Allies are out. Flex, whenever hero attacks this turn, gain 3 block. I'd like that if it was free, if we could get that to be 0. I would really like that. It allows us to do more. Attack all enemies for 12. This is an interesting one. It does hit a lot, and sometimes we do get those enemies. In fact, last time we got the 4 group. So you have the shield guy, then you have the archer, then we got like the outlaw ninja, and then we had some ranger woman as well who also like dashed away after a couple of turns. We'd never seen that before, and that would hit all of them. It would be really nice. Also really good for the yaks. However, gain 1 fortitude is pretty nice. Is it worth it for 2? It seems like it's a lot of damage. Whenever a hero attacks this turn, gain 3 block. We also really like that. I'm going to go for the whirlwind. Let's go for the heavy damage and see what that does for us. That's a bit of a risk straight off the bat, although I wasn't a huge fan of those cards anyway. I am a huge fan of Warcry, and even I quite like Hammer Time. All damage dealt to Sharon next turn is also dealt to her attackers. I hate that. I think I hate that. It's cool, but I don't want any damage to be dealt to her, so I really don't like that. After you play this, return it to the top of your deck at the end of your turn. We also realize that this does not work on allies, which is fine because we hate allies. We really like Doom Scythe. Inflict 2 bleed on all enemies. Doesn't seem like much, but it's 2 damage for usually 3 or 4 turns. So about 8 damage it adds up to, and if it's on multiple enemies, that's quite a lot. And if it's on, if it's some bleed that we can stack, it's just a nice boost to that, really. Add this card to your hand at the start of the game. Also an interesting gem. I don't think we'll take anything right now. We're going to move ahead. But you know what? We didn't do many alchemists. We haven't done many alchemists lately. Do we have the crazy alchemist gem? No. There's the alchemist gem that makes them cost half, which would be awesome to have early on. But oh dear, what have we done? I'm also seeing a black screen. Oh, here we go. Right, so this is the 2 people that we normally get. We're going to be striking. We're going to be striking. We're going to be striking. And the reason we attack this guy is because he shields everyone. The 14 damage we don't like, of course. But when we can just finish one off. So he's only 2. We can defend and guard. And take no damage. That's fine. You see, he keeps defending and it's a real pain. Now that guy's going to go to sleep. That's fine. What we can do instead is just... Why don't we try this Whirlwind card out? And then we'll strike. And Fortitude, pretty nice. It's going to give him 4 blocks, so we only need to block for 10. Which we're not going to be able to do, actually. Defend, he should jump in front again, so that's fine. We'll do 2 of these and finish him off before he gets the chance anyway. Sweet. We do like that crystal one. Let's draft another card. Let's see what we've got. You know what? Straight away, I do love blind, and losing power is fantastic. It's going to be very, very good against the final boss as well, because if you attack multiple times and you lose power, you lose that power multiple times. Attack for 6, discard a card. Attack for 7, add a dagger. So both of these are very valuable. Blind is usually rarer to see than double edge. I'm going to go for it. Everybody who has seen me play this game so far knows I love me some bleed. What's this going to show us? An elite fight. Okay. Okay, why don't we look at these artifacts? Whenever the equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. I like that one. What is this? At the end of each battle, the equipped hero heals 4 life. We really like that one. We really like that one. Problem, we don't have any straight line things. I'm looking at what we can put on blind now to make it really valuable. Adding it to this hand, it does have 2. Adding it to your hand at the start of the game is really nice, because getting that bleed on as fast as possible is really good. I would also like to make it cheaper somehow if we could make it ranged. For example, that would be a fantastic combo, but let's leave it for now. We can't afford it anyway, but let's leave it. You see, if we do this, it's kind of covering a lot of the same area that this would anyway. If we do this, we can get actually all the way over there. If we do this, we can get all the way over there. I'm going to go for it just because it's better than using all of us brushes, you know, one after the other, after the other, after the other. Maybe it is actually. I really don't know. But we need like 5 in a row and 3 in a row. You know, some inks. So let's get 1 random ink. Ooh, this guy. And look, here we go. We got it straight away. So very good for us. We're going to get a strike in there. Bleed is just 3 damage every turn. And the best part, probably the best part, is that it goes through shield. So charge, very nice. Break that shield. He's going to do 14 damage. We're going to block. We're going to block. We're going to take 2. No worries. He's going to do 10 damage. Are we going to see another defend or 2? We are not. So what we're going to do is make him lose power. for sure. And then we're going to attack for 6 from the back. And this way he's only going to do 3 damage. See, that losing of the power is also valuable. That's what you got to think of. The bleeding is just a... It's not just a bonus, it's a big part of it. But I guess the losing power is a big bonus. Strike you, and you are dead, sir. 10 damage on that one. We lost 5 health. No worries there. 5 in a straight line. Now, here's the awkward thing. We could do 5 and go to this tower, which would be fantastic. Or we could do 5 and just kind of get to this thing. And if we do that, I'm really not sure if we're going to be able to get to this tower. And I feel like getting there is more important because it's going to open up more chances at gold as well. I'm going to go this way for now. Maybe I regret that. That's a shame we didn't unlock anything. Let's see. Come on, gold, baby, gold. Hells yeah, it paid off. 22, 23, 9, and 7. Okay, I'm going to take that as a win. Let's see if we can draft a card. Draw 2 cards and put 2 cards on top of your deck. I like that. I like that because it doesn't discard them. It just kind of puts them back. I think this is one of the new cards we unlocked. It just allows us to cycle his deck very nicely. I do really like that. The problem is I would have liked to have seen that later in the game when we know kind of what we're doing for discard and whatnot. Right now, draw 2 cards and put 2 cards back. It's always valuable, but right now, is it as valuable as... maybe not Warcry, because we don't really have anything to use it with, but is it more powerful than Teamwork? Gaining 10 block is also really nice. You know what? I think I want to try it just because it's new, it's fancy, it's cool. Maybe putting a gem on this that gives it to you at the beginning of the game is pretty nice because it allows you to cycle that very first turn. But we won't put anything on it right now. We're still low on gems. All I want to try and do is get some ink. Oh, Whirlwind. Where is it? And you see, Whirlwind would be really nice here. So if we use this... We didn't get it still, but we tried. And I think that means the world. We're going to lunge at you with a big damage. We are going to have to defend and defend. We don't want to take too much damage. And we're not going to take anything, actually. But Whirlwind would be nice. It wouldn't be nice now, though. Yep, here we go. This is going to be attack all enemies only for 8. For each enemy hit, gain 1 fortitude. Would be cool to get that free block every round. But in fact, you know what? We don't have any block anyway. So this is just going to be a hell of a lot of damage that we take. That's just going to have to be what happens. Very unfortunately, this thing had a shield. The only one that we could have killed had a shield. So that just sucked. Yeah, we're just going to take a ton of damage here, and there's really very little we could have done about it. So what's that going to be? 22? Just the way it goes sometimes. Just the way it goes. You don't draw any defense cards, and you get screwed. So we need to play defend and guard. There's no 2 ways about it. We don't have any way of making this cheaper. We are going to just attack. We probably should have just killed this one. I keep trying to set stuff up like, oh, we'll kill 2 of them in 1 turn. Not really worth it. Fortunately, we're going to be alright here. Because the fortitude. It's going to really help. We need to kill this one before he starts. You know what? Here we go again. Whirlwind. Big plays. We can hit you before you shield anybody else, and that's it. We don't need to use that really, do we? Not going to do anything for us. No point putting them back on top of the deck. We do need some damage. We've only got, what, a card is it 2 cards so far, and one of them's the bleed. A little bit awkward. 3 in a straight line is great for what we're trying to do over here, I believe. Maybe not the best, actually. If we used a brush, we have to use 2 brushes to get to that thing. So we could use 3 in a straight line. Honestly, we'd like to see another one first. Still, we didn't unlock a single alchemist house. Got to be... No, there's not even one there. We didn't unlock a single alchemist Really weird. That's a really weird thing. Really weird thing. Excuse me. Let's just take a look. Hammer time, I still really like, honestly. All of your mana. If you can get courage as well. I mean, we don't want this for the courage, but if you can get courage, this also becomes just better. The Doomside's still great. I don't know if we want anything right now. We need damage though. I don't know if going in on one of these elites is going to be really bad for us. I think we have to go for it. Right, we know this guy. This is going to be awkward. We do want to bleed him straight away. And then we're just going to have to defend. Sirocco's getting punished here, for sure. We really would like that healing thing for him. Just for kind of the long run. I think what we need to do here is put her in front and take some damage. Sorry, Shira. You're going to have to guard. We're going to defend. We're going to strike. Actually, she's not going to take any damage. That's nice. 10 here. Can we block this? We should be able to. Another guard. There we go. So we want to guard. We want to lunge. We want to defend. He's slowly losing to bleed, but he will get stronger and stronger. And the way that we're gonna have to do this, we're gonna have to spirit slice, defend and strike. Let's put a strike and a strike on top of the deck. It's awful for the next turn for sure. Oh, we should have probably put whirlwind there, but we do want to bleed him again, and we do want to defend. That's really all we're gonna be able to do. That bleed's just gonna help get to him. All it does mean we're gonna have to sacrifice some life. Right, 18 is bad. If we can get a couple of defense here. No, we only have the one. So, we don't want... Oh. Attacks for 12. Attacks for 9. It's not the worst thing in the world to do this than this. Just to get the fortitude up. Just for the next turn. It should help us out a little bit. 15. Okay, so if we lunge... We're already on 4. He's going to make it 6. If we put this on it... Not so bad. 13. We'll take 2 damage. I think it's good to go in for another attack then. Instead of just, you know, not taking any damage. Yeah, okay. Now we need to focus block for sure. If we guard, yeah. Let's do this first. We can put this to the back. Lunge. Yeah. Okay, wait. If I blind and lunge, this does 11. So that's his shield gone and 1 damage. That's the annoying part, is his shield. He's going to be on 27. Then if I use this... He's going to be 15, and it's just not going to be enough to kill him. So let's leave lunge on top of the deck for now. I think the best course of action is to just survive with a lot of block. Let's defend. Let's defend. Let's guard. We'll just let the bleed get to him. We need 1 more turn. We'll hit him with 7. We'll hit him for the damage right here. You know what? And we can just finish him actually. Right, you get out here. That wasn't a difficult battle, but it was a painful one for sure. We took a lot of damage. Whenever the equipped hero kills an enemy, gain 10 gold. Okay, well we're gonna give that to Shara because she usually is the damager. 5 in a row would... No, that's 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That wouldn't get us there anyway. And this one is the... Yeah... 2 or more gain 4 block. We actually really like that. We only have the 2. We have 2 right now, but you know the extra block is super nice. Why don't we go heal up? Go here. Still looking at these gems. I just don't see anything. I think we've been screwed by the world randomness here. We really haven't really found a gem. Haven't found anything super good for the deck, I don't think. Unless I'm just missing something. When they block, they gain 2 block. It's not the worst thing ever. If the equipped hero played no cards this turn, attack all enemies for 2. Well, you know, with the whirlwind or something, it just increases it by 2. It's usually better to go with Shara because it goes up by it's 5 for each enemy because of her power. I mean, if you equip something like that to Warcry, so you know you get the 2 power and it does the damage. I don't know if the power affects. That's an interesting question. Does the power affect that immediately? That would be 7 damage to everybody every time you used Warcry. Unfortunately, it just doesn't kind of go with anything else, but it is a 0 cost. I do still really like Warcry. I think Smoke Bomb's very valuable for us right now. Honestly, I would like to use the Alchemist to get rid of one of her defense cards to change it into a better defense card, or you know, one of his attacks to turn it into a defense card is usually how we like to play that. I just think the deck doesn't do anything right now. We can change that by having one of these. Sucker Punch, leading enemy for 12. It's okay. Sometimes we don't want to attack the leading enemy though. I do think we need to go get this. We really need him healing, especially before the next fight, I'd say. So why don't we, if we do this, we go one, is it in a straight line? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we're going to use some brushes. We can't use another brush. God damn, that was... it's not unlucky. It's very lucky, but at the same time, I don't think we're going to be able to kill it. So that feels awkward. I would really like to be able to smash that. If we bought something like Hammer, maybe we would get it. If we bought Warcry, I'm not really sure. If we did buy Hammer Time, I think we could get it. The problem is... do we want Hammer Time in the deck? I think we do it. Honestly, because it's a 0 cost anyway. Oh, the talent unlocks. Whenever she attacks, she retreats and gains 3 power next turn. That's super nice. Storyteller, that's... I still don't know what Storyteller is, but Strongman is always so valuable for us. I feel it's just... it really enables us to use a lot of cards that are otherwise out of reach. Using blind whenever it comes around and not having to super play around the cost of it. Same with Whirlwind is going to be really good for us, and it means we can also buy some more expensive cards in the future. I think we just dive on this guy and see what happens. Okay, so, well, I think we Spirit Spice, and we're going to get rid of the guard. We want to blind and lunge. So, you know what? We can whirlwind next turn, maybe. If it's... The thing is, it's not really that valuable, is it? It's not as good as just a strike, for example. So, let's do that. We're going to blind him. We're going to lunge him. And that blind over the battle will do 20 damage. So, that's really valuable. We want to strike. We want to strike. And then we just want to cry. Although it does mean we have less defense cards, which is good. Now we just want to smash him with this. 30 damage right off the bat. There we go. You know what? We want to do this, and we want to keep lunge, and we want to keep strike. That was a really good use of that card. It's going to get rid of the defense things that we didn't want and put the attacks on the top of our deck. Really liked that play. Now, can we do 24 damage? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. We can do that straight 11. 5 takes him down to 13. You know what? He is dead. Of course we can. 9 and 11? Of course we can. That's 20 straight off the bat. He's dead. We got him. Okay. Still having trouble with basic math over here. Don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, here we go. If we... You know what? Let's just use this. Hey, look. Free paper. let me get this normal battle done. The reason we want to do this, I know we want to heal with the special what they called, artifacts or whatever they're called in this game, but 10 damage. You know what? We reduced his power, he would be a big loser. So why don't we? We're gonna put hammer time for next turn. We're gonna put guard for next turn, and then we're gonna blind him. We're gonna strike him. We're gonna strike him. He's gonna do no damage. Twice though. He's gonna do no damage twice. Now, 15 is a little bit too much for my liking, but 10 is pretty good. So we can defend, we can guard, and we can smack him. And that's gonna be 1 damage. And he got hit for 10, and then an extra 5 from the bleed. Alright, this is when we really hurt him. Now, interesting, I think we actually go for this just for the fortitude next turn. We can still do most of his attacks because it costs 1 less, but I think the fortitude is really nice. Let's see, now we've got 22. We can blind him, goes to 1 cost anyway. Sadly, I think we need to do this. See if we can get a guard, which we did. We're going to put a strike back. Maybe we put a hammer time back. You know what? He's dead. So we put this back. Why don't we just smack him with this and kill him instead of playing around? Don't play with your food. 3 spaces in opposite directions. Okay, that's going to be good. I think we are still going to have to use a brush for this area. What do we want to draft? Blade Dance. Attack for 0. Whenever the heroes swap, increase this card's damage by 3. Now, is this a card that every time you swap in a battle, it increases? Because if so, I really like this. And for that reason, I'm going to take it. We want to, in fact, my favorite part about this game is exactly that kind of dancing mechanic almost. We're definitely going to give this to Sirocco because we want him to tank the damage. It's that dancing mechanic of the jumping, the back and the forth. And for that reason, now we can build his deck a little bit more around being a little bit fancier and jumping back and forth. Retreat is going to be super nice for us, for example. I think we take that. That's really good. Is there anything we can do with these gems? Is what I'm looking at. Is there anything we can do with these gems? So this would be nice to inflict the 2 bleed, of course. Attack all enemies. Add this card to your hand at the start of the game. Super valuable for the bleed. I actually think that's what we might go for. And then after you play this, return it to the top of your deck at the end of your turn. Well, I guess that means you can just play it every turn. Right? That means you can play it every turn. After you play this, return to the top of your deck. And you're going to draw it every turn. So what's a card that you 100% want to play every turn? And it's a card that can cost 0. That you can use in any situation and does a bunch of damage, right? So Hammer Time might just be that card, because not only can we make it usable every turn, it costs whatever we want it to cost, so it's always usable. Same with this card, actually. In fact, this card will allow us to really cycle the deck fast as hell. Hammer Time it would be super nice on, because we can do the 10 damage every turn and then the 30 damage whenever we wanted, whenever we had a chance to strike. I think both of these are super good options, really good options. Spirit Spice is going to allow us to get to things like Blind and Smoke Bomb faster, so we can use Blade Dance as efficiently as possible. Blind, just because of the blind, obviously, just because of the bleed, obviously, we can use it a lot. I mean, if we could make that card on top of his deck every single turn, it would only be a 1 cost as well, and it would be 5 bleed every single turn, and lose 5 power every single turn. You know, maybe it just goes straight onto the bleed. It's only a 1 cost, and we want to use it pretty much every time. Everything else is going to help us. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's do the craziest thing. we're going to be inflicting 5 bleed every single turn. And the thing is, the reason I did that more than anything is it also reduces that 5 power every turn, and I think that still is super valuable. Now, if we can make it... It already costs 1. If we can increase that effect somehow or do something with it, I think it's going to be really crazy. So, what we do here is we go 3 in a straight line. And I honestly think we kind of want to go like at an angle to try and uncover more ground. And then we can, if we stand here, uncover as much as possible with a single one. And we got both of the artifacts. That's nice. Whenever the equipped hero plays a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. Well, she's going to gain 4 block every single turn with this, right? So why don't we pick you? And we're going to try this insane deck out. Because it is a risky deck on one of these elites. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Straight away, what we want is to smoke bomb on this turn. If we do this, I would be very happy, honestly. It would only cost 1 anyway. Then what we can do is strike this guy. Don't see why not. You know what? And we don't even need to smoke bomb. It'll help with the dance card or whatever, but I think right now we just take the hit the damage. We want to blind. That costed 1. Then we want to... he's going to do 11 times 2. 22's big hits. So, why don't we... He's going to make it 10 just by being in front. So we need 12 defense. That's a 5 and a... So we've got the defense right here with the defend and the guard. That's perfect. And we have an extra 4 defense next turn. We don't even need it. So that blind should come around again. Here we go. We're going to blind him again. And then we're just going to hammer time him for 20 damage. And that's that. Okay. And then we're going to blind him again. Blade Dance does nothing right now. Because we haven't moved really back and forth. Whenever the heroes swap, increases card's damage by 3. That's weird because I thought we did swap. We did swap. So I'm not sure why this hasn't increased in all honesty. We are going to blind him. Reduce his power is one of the big things there as well. I think we Spirit Spice. We see what we can do. Unfortunately, that's there. We do want the defend. We also want this defense. So we're going to put Hammer Time back on top. And you know what? Maybe Blade Dance back on... Whirlwind... No. Blade Dance back on top. Just because we don't really want to see this right now. We want to get defense. We want defense. We want defense. He's going to heal by 4, but he's going to take 3 right now. Okay. Right. Well. Unfortunately, we still don't have a card that's going to put us in front. So we still need more back and forth for sure. We're just going to hit this guy for 20 and he's going to bleed for 20. You are done, sir. Get out of here. Okay. Always like an extra brush. So, pierce through half. I think this has to be on hammer time. That's the one that does the big damage. Where do we use these brushes to be most effective? Somewhere like... Well, that's all nothing there. Maybe here? And up near the boss? Try and find some... Hey, look at that. Where are you? Close by, close by. Ooh, okay. That is close by. We can hit that. I would like one more fight before the boss, in all honesty. Come on. Nah, no fights. No fights for us. But we do get to draft a card. If we so wish. Okay, melee. Game block equal to the size of your draw pile. Not the worst thing. We never see melee cards. Game block equal to the size of your draw pile. I don't think it's good. It's 1 cost, actually. It's 1 cost. Slice and dice. Attack for 0 5 times. So she would attack by default for 3 5 times. So 15 for 1. And if we can increase her power, excuse me, which we currently cannot in any way, because we didn't take any of the war cries. I like the idea of this card when we had the war cry deck. Right now, I think it's worthless. This is cool. Don't think it's very valuable right now either. Oh, we said no allies. Go away. Go away, you soul eater food. We are not your Uber Eats driver. We're not your DoorDash delivery boy. We're not sending you any food to power up with. Greed Shield is interesting. But we do have 171. Maybe we just improve one of his defenses next turn by removing one of his strikes with an Alchemist. And I think that's actually the best play. Because we want one strike less in the deck anyway. And if we can change it to a good defense card with a gem on it, don't see why not. No point. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, well, here we go. Attack for 3, because that's my power currently. If I use this... Let me strike first. If I use this... It didn't increase, but that's because she moved to the back. So now it is attack for 3. So it should stay at 3 for now. That's what we want to check, basically. We could have attacked again at the front. I did that a little bit wrong, but we'll see. All we want is to see bleed. Where are you, baby? There we are. Blind, sorry. And this one will smash you and almost... the guy after you to pieces. You know what? Why don't we keep the defend and the guard card on top? We don't want the whirlwind. We want the guard. We want the defend. I like that. I like it as a way of cycling cards as well, not just, hey, he ate that guy straight away. Wow, that usually doesn't happen. We're going to always be blinding. Now if we jump to the front, we're not going to have much defense though. We're only going to have... we're going to have 9 extra. You know what? No reason. Let's jump to the front. Let's go like this. So we've swapped a couple of times now. It should make the blade dance really good. Hopefully next turn he's going to go for another buff or something. Nope, he's going to go for another attack. So let's see what we can do. 2 strikes is not good. Let's see the cycle card if we can. Alright, well we got some defenses anyway, so that's fine. We are going to once again swap and swap. Hopefully this blade dance is gonna see some serious upgrade when it comes back around. We're gonna keep blinding you. It reduces your power anyway, so we have no quarries with that. Honestly, we could just hit you straight for 20 damage if we felt like it. Maybe what we want to do is, you know, still keep up this defense. I mean, that would be full defense. And she'd be back at the front again for next turn. Maybe that's just what we want to go for. Oops, should have used the hammer for the 10 damage instead of the strike. Strikes are worthless to us. Okay, so blind. Always going to be blind. We are going to use this. We don't want lunge right now. We don't want the strike right now. What we do want is smoke bomb and defend. He shouldn't be eating these guys. He is getting seriously damaged by the bleed. It's getting to him for sure. Blade Dance is now doing nonsense. Okay. We're going to bleed you. Always going to be bleeding you. We can jump. You know what? Maybe we want to do this. Hammer time is going to be nice. Whirlwind also could be good. In the long run. Maybe we will put Whirlwind on top for next turn. Maybe we put hammer time on top for next turn. We'll see what happens. Right now, I think we just hit one of these for 21. I don't think... You know what? She's at the back. She can take some damage for sure. Why don't we just lunge at this thing? It's also another swap. Is the lunge, so no worries there. Hey, he attacked right through us. You see that? Okay, so always going to be bleeding you because we love to see it. We are going to whirlwind, and the reason we're going to whirlwind is we want the free fortitude. We didn't get to hammer time, but this is his last turn. It's a shame. I would have really liked to have seen what the dance got up to. Where is it? Yeah, I really would like to have seen what that got up to. But he's gonna go away. The bleed is real nice. Using the bleed every single turn. I mean, it's basically just one. We have the game is 5. They have 5 power less, and they're stacking this damage, and we have 2 mana a turn. That's the game now. Only in dire situations would we not want to do that. Give something melee is incredible. To give something melee is incredible. For example, you give that to Smoke Bomb. It's going to make it a 0 cost pretty much all of the time. Blade Dance also would be really valuable with that. It would just be a 0 cost card that is going to get really strong really fast. Using it with Whirlwind. Well, we don't want to use it with Whirlwind, maybe. Maybe with Blade Dance. Fire Oil is going to let us do a couple of things. 3 power is going to help with Blade Dance also. Lead. We don't control allies. Attack for 7, add a die. You know what? We don't. We don't want that. What we want is this. And we do want to put it on Blade Dance. This, see an extra card when drafting. Very cool. Whenever the equipped hero attacks for 12 damage in a single hit, 3 bleed. That's what we want to go for with Shara. Whenever an enemy is destroyed, game 1 and draw a card. Also super nice, but the bleed, man. The bleed. We can be bleeding 6 a turn. Yeah. Oh, 3 bleed. We can be bleeding 8 a turn. God, Jesus. We can be bleeding 8 a turn. We'd need defense, though. For sure, we need defense. So, attack the leading enemy for equal to your block. Okay. Retain ranged. What could we do with being cheaper from the back? Whirlwind from the back could be pretty nice. The thing is, because we're using Strongman every single turn on bleed, it does mean that this other 2 cost here is always going to be 2 cost, basically. The next 2 hits on an enemy are critical hits, could be huge. Attack the leading enemy for 8. We don't really care too much. Ranged cards, we don't care too much. Double edge, still not too much. I mean, this is nice, right? Takes most 10 damage per hit, but when we hit him with 2 bleeds, that's it, right? That's like the bleed hit. We don't have to use that anymore. Then we can just hurt him every turn. That's going to happen almost instantly. So daggers would be nice, but we do need the strikes. We do need the power maybe, but right now it's not going to do that much for us. We actually don't attack that much. I mean, both heroes gain power is nice for sure. But if the power did something else, it would be really good. I know it sounds silly, but I just don't think it's super valuable. This is attack 3 random enemies for 8. If he has Fortitude, attack 2 additional times. So it's going to be attack 5 random enemies for 8. So that's 40 damage. And he's going to have Fortitude a good amount of the time with Whirlwind, if we can pull this off. Basically, if we get Hurricane Punch and this, we can pull this off a lot more often, but it still means we don't defend that turn, which is a little awkward for sure. Good gems, though. We have some good gems. I think what we do here is say, no, thank you, but we'll keep that in mind. I think we go look at what we've got to draft. We have another bleed card. Honestly, completely worthless to us. We don't need that. We do love allies, but not anymore because of the horrible Soul Eater. We hate them now. They are our enemies. It's a wasted card. Fire Oil. Fire Oil is valuable. +3 power every turn. +3 power every turn to every attack that we do. Every turn for the rest of the fight is really nice. The problem is, are we doing that much attacks? Are we attacking that much? I mean, it feels mostly like we're getting the blind on and then we're defending. If anything, I know we're attacking sometimes. Is 3 damage going to make that much difference when we're focused on the swap, the I think we just skip this one. I think it's some nice stuff, but not for us. We're going to go here. This guy also can only take like 1 damage or something like that. That's his gimmick. So what we're going to do is he's going to take 25. We do want to defend twice. That's just 100% certain. Especially because it's on Shara and there's very little we can do about it, unfortunately. And then we are just going to have to smack him for 1. This is really bad start that she's there. That was unfortunate. We didn't get any of the cards to swap us, and we didn't get this to help us get, swap. Very, very, very unfortunate. What we are going to do is Spirit Slice. We're going to get rid of the strikes, get rid of the hammer time because it's a wasted card. Oh, we put them back on the deck. Damn it. My bad, my bad. We want the smoke bomb. We want the defend. So what if we do this? Oh, strike doesn't bring you back to the front. Why did I do that? I am a fool. I should have just attacked him first. It really doesn't make a difference. You can only do 1 damage anyway, actually. We need that blind. There we go. Now he's at least going to be taking 2 damage a turn. Because we can lunge and we can guard. Okay. He's only going to take 2 and he's going to heal 4 at the end. We're okay for now. And this guy's at least taking a damage from us and a damage from the bleed. So we still want to use both defenses. So if we do this, defend, then blade dance for 0, then defend. We should, if we'd used blind first, it would have been down in power, and actually that would have been perfect. That was my fault. I always think that only costs 1. That only costs 1. No, it costs 2, and you get the 1 back. I'm gonna lunge. I'm gonna smoke bomb. I'm gonna strike. Get that blade dance. I'm just curious to see what it can do. This is some really bad damage early on. We don't like it for sure. We need the defense. We need the guard. We're gonna defend. We're gonna guard. We're gonna strike. Right. We just need to hit him now. That's 1 strike. We only need 1 more hit. There we go. We're gonna lunge. We're gonna strike. We're gonna strike. He got us. He really, really got us then for sure. He hurt us. That was scary to say the least early on in this area. Charge. Attack for 8. Charge is good because we do want this back and forth. Both heroes gain 2 power in the end of the turn. It's nice, but honestly, I think we need the defense. We're sorely lacking defense, and this attack and defense is going to be good for us. I actually think we go with this for now. I do believe we go to the Alchemist and straight away transform a card, and we're going to transform one of his strikes, hopefully into a defensive card. Unfortunately, attack an enemy for 12 and an adjacent enemy for 6. It's fine. I would have really liked to have seen a defensive card here. This is a shame. All enemies for 14 is fantastic. Really. But this lets us choose, and it's cheaper. And because it's going to gain a 7 block, we're going to want to use it. This is going to get in the way of our blind card. This is not. Blind is the strat. Blind is the strat. We should do everything in his power to not ruin that, I believe. So if we do here, we can use a brush to get to each of these towers. That guy's going to steal us freaking stuff. It better not be something good. What did you steal? What did you steal? Yeah, the gold thing. Whatever. Right. Okay, well, we're going to have to fight these guys. Hey, it is these guys as well. Multiple. Let us smoke bomb, defend, guard. This is just going to let us defend as much as possible, and it also swapped us around as much as possible for when we do get the melee. The blade dance, there it is. We are going to blind, of course. This is going to do 20 damage. This would not do very much right now. I think we do this and put these on top, and we hammer him. The reason we put those on top is because we still want that lunge, and then we still want to defend, and because we can do that, we can swap again. We are going to blind again, and then we can defend and then clash. These guys are doing some real damage up front straight away. We're in a bad position, to be honest. We need to find a heart. We're getting pretty unlucky with this stuff. Taking some bad damage. Okay. This is going to be gain 7 block. It means absolutely nothing to us right now. What we want to do is this. We want any defend cards. We can put them back. And then we can strike. And we can strike. Right. This enemy intends to attack, does it? So we're going to blind you again. Then we're going to... You know what? This is not going to knock us in front. So what we need to do is just defend with him. And then impact. We're seriously getting some nasty damage from very basic enemies. This is an issue. We need more defense. There's no two ways about it. Defense is a massive, massive problem for us. We can do this. Jump to the front. Makes this stronger. And it also makes it free. We do that again. Then we jump to the back. Alright, you are dead. Get the hell out of here, please. We never want to see you again. We need heals. There is no two ways about it. We also absolutely need to go get this guy. The first time takes damage. Yeah, we like that one. No, not you. Oh, we also really love that one. The lethal damage one is super nice. So why don't we go here, reveal this area, pick up the gold, walk all the way around so we don't fight these guys quite yet. Walk all the way back. I just want to see how much gold it would be. Let's see if we can unlock what else. Oh, well. Gold. Now, what do we do with all this money? Oh, we haven't even gotten this tower yet. God, that was silly. Well, we need that heart. I think we use that heart right now. There's no problem with that. We're both weak. We might as well look at the draft, even if we're not a big fan of it. Stand behind me might be very valuable. Once again, the bleed is kind of killing us. Because of its 2-cost. If we could get that item that makes, when you use 2-cost cards, like gives you block, that would be just insane. We're not going to control an ally, so huddle is worthless to us. Stand behind me might be good. 16 block. Although, still, if we're looking for transmutation, we can get like a +5 block on something that's already a block card. I prefer that. I actually think I'm just going to say no to this for right now. I do think we need to reveal... Well, this one should be better for us. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'd need 4 spaces. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have same. But at least there wouldn't be a useless square there. So they are not squares. They are 100% hexagon. So ignore me. Ignore me. I know nothing of topology, clearly. Let me play a ranged card. We've got no ranged cards. Ogre Fetish. Whenever you damage more than one enemy with a single card, and we do have a couple of cards that do that. We have the Whirlwind for 1, and we have Hammer Time for 1. Oh, and we also have Impact, you know, so it's not the worst thing in the world, for sure. It would... Ooh, you know what? This might be super valuable. It would draw us a card, and it would cost 1 less. And that's basically just a free use, and I think we're going to be doing that fairly often, because this is good, and it gains a 7 block. We don't always use Whirlwind or Hammer Time, though. This is attack the leading enemy for damage equal to your block. Not great right now, honestly, because we don't know which card we should put that on. Retain ranged. We said this. What card do we want to keep and make cheaper for the perfect opportunity? Retain ranged. Retain ranged. Smoke bomb? No. Because that retreats us. We want that to mostly melee. This one? This one maybe? Maybe we want to wait on it. Maybe we want to wait. Hurricane Punch. That's just for... I think we want it on a defense card for sure if we're going to get anything. In all honesty, even though we're not in the best spot deck-wise, and this guy has his friggin' item, I do think it's going to be good for us to fight some of these normal battles, get some inks, because we also want to get this. We would also like that. If we could get everything in this area, it would be just fandabidosi, fantastico. Let's jump on this one. What we got? All right. We can deal with this one. Might as well. It's free. We are going to strike you. We are going to strike you. We are going to guard you. You're not going to take damage, but it was not the best thing in the world, unfortunately. We're going to get yacked. We need the bleed straight away because these guys keep defending themselves like cowards. If we do 20 damage to this guy, he doesn't die. And then 10 goes through to this guy. What we do here is actually, I think, just straight block. We're going to attack you. We're going to gain block. They're going to throw down another yak. They're going to throw down another yak. We need to apply more bleed to this person. This would be nice if we could power it up somehow. We cannot. How do we play this? Let's sit back. Let's think about this. How do we play it? So a couple of ways. We can go full aggro and take some damage for sure. This is 12, 14... Ooh, 26 damage. He's going to go up by 2 when we leave him there. So, 20 damage if we don't do anything else. If we whirlwind, for example. Also, because of the shields, it's going to be a real pain to do anything about this. We could Spirit Spice and put, these cards back on top. We can lunge for 11. Still not going to kill something. Let's Spirit Spice, see what happens. Because Impact might come out. That's what we want. So let's put Lunge back on top. Let's put Defend back on top. Because the cards we're actually going to use are going to be Smoke Bomb for the Retreat. Because it does 9 block, which is one of the better ones we have. And then this one. Because that's going to hit both enemies next to it. And even though it didn't do anything for us right now. It did get us the block. Right, and it's good practice to get through here. The yaks are going to do a lot of damage to us because we cannot, remove them very quickly. Fortunately, we're putting bleed on this guy, and his damage is a concern, though. 16. This is another 27. We only have 2 defends. I think she's going to have to take a damage, but once again, this 8 block is horrible. Yeah, we don't... I mean, we could jump. We can't actually do anything about it, I don't think. I think we take a hit with Shara. We take some bad damage with Shara. Right. This is getting... harrowing. We don't like this. We don't care about the blind anymore. This is too much. We need to deal with... We need to destroy something. If we can... This is 12. If we can get Whirlwind, I would totally just tank some damage right now because I am very scared that we could lose this fight. We're going to put a Strike on top. We're going to put Blind back on top just in case. Impact right in the middle here. Clash is going to... This is 20 damage and this is 23 damage. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Because I can gain an extra 7 block. But this damage here is worse. So we just kill that guy. And it doesn't stop this guy's turn, but it's going to make their next turn less good. They're going to have to spawn somewhere, I believe. Oof. Ooh, that hurts. That really hurts. What do we do here? If we use hammer here, it's going to do 30 damage. This dies. It's going to do 15 damage through to this guy. Unfortunately, if we do 30 damage to him, we win. So why am I even considering anything else? Yeah. Yeah, that was not fun. I can't. Why are you not healing? He didn't have 11 health, did he? I'm sure he had 15 a second ago. Why did he not heal? Okay, well, screw us, I guess. I didn't see him heal, so it's just a little bit worrying. Maybe he did. Right, we're gonna do it here. Be as efficient as possible. We're gonna get some more paperwork. Get this guy. Give me that. And yeah, whatever. And then give me... Alright, we'll take it. We've only got 1 brush left. We don't like that. That one's good. We would like the other one. We are close to it also. We do have a normal fight left before anything crazy happens. I think we have to do it. We've been super unlucky with alchemists. We've seen almost 0 alchemists. We haven't seen too many hearts. I think we healed once. I would really like some more defense. There is none. I think what we have to do is make our own defense. So whenever the equipped hero takes damage, gain 5 block. We hate that. This is still super cool. The retain and the ranged. The retain and the ranged is nice, but the thing is, we want it. Retain and ranged is a weird combination, and here's why. You want something with ranged on melee to keep cycling back around on your deck, right? Of course, because then you get the most value from reducing the cost of it. When it's retain, it means you don't use it, so you keep it for the right moment. So it's something you're keeping for the right moment that you want to be cheap, as opposed to something that you want to keep reusing and reusing and reusing. It's something we really need to think about, as we are keeping this for a specific moment to strike. And I don't know if the defense card is that. But I also don't know if we have one like that. Maybe what we do is we go with this right now. And hope we get more money. I don't know. So let's just do more for sure. I think I'm going for it. I did it. I did it. Sit back up. Sit back up in the chair. No more slouching. We're ready to go. We made a decision. We'll see how it pans out. Normal battle. Just hydrate. Get ready. Interesting. This is interesting. This is for free. Absolutely no reason not to do that. We're also going to do this. And then we'll just strike. I don't know why I didn't do this while I was up front, but sure. We're going to take a bit of damage. We are not going to beat this boss unless we can heal up. Seriously heal up before the boss. And I don't believe there is a chance of that. So we might be totally screwed. And we'll just have to see. Sure. We're going to use this so we can draw and put some of what we want on back on top. We will put that back on top. We will not put that back on top. We'll have to put that strike there. Strike is a burnt card. We don't care about it. What we do care about is bleed and defense. All we're doing is defending. All we are doing is defending. Everything else is a bonus. If we can get another bleed, we want to do it because it's going to make him 10. Then we can defend. We can defend. And this is the last turn. And he's not going to do anything. So, GG. Get hammered. Hammer time, baby. 5 spaces in a straight line. I think at this point we need to go here. This is awkward. Because we actually need to use one of these brushes as well, which is awful because we're only going to unlock a couple of spots. And they were nothing. So, each battle, the other hero would take lethal damage. The other hero. I really dislike the wording on this thing, by the way. Just make it this hero. I know maybe it's thematic, but each time the other hero would take lethal damage, I understand, but just try and make it simple. Equip it to a hero. When this hero would take lethal damage, swap and gain 12 block. Don't make it opposite day. So I think she would die first. So I want to put this on Sirocco. Oh dear. We are in dire straits. Ladies and gents, we are in dire straits. We're an hour in. We took some bad damage. Seriously bad damage. We don't have the capital to do anything else. Soul Eater is going to murder us and eat our corpses and gain more power for the next time we fight him. What am I looking at? I've only got 142. I can get one of these, but do I want to? Is there a point to this? I needed block. I needed block. I needed block. I needed some more alchemists. I were ready to buy some cards from the alchemists. Instead, we had to draft. We have to fight this guy, so just to get through, this is what we're gonna do. We are gonna start off with this, especially because it makes him incredibly easy to defend. Then we are going to Spirit Spice. What we do not need right now is Impact. We're going to do this. What we don't need is Impact or Smoke Bomb. And then we're going to Clash, Defend, and Defend. And the reason we're going to do it like that is so that we can swap back and forth as much as possible. Right, we're going to make him lose power every single turn. So this one, because of his multiple attacks, should hopefully really hurt from this. Okay. We lost a Smoke Bomb. He's going to summon some warriors, actually. These are warriors that get summoned. Damn. Although, you know what? Not the worst thing ever. And we still bleed him. Now, if we defend and gain block. If we defend, we nullify one of these guys. If we use this, we nullify him, and he's already gonna... Yeah. Just quick math. And we swap back and forth again. Hopefully that Blade Dance. It's melee, but it would be cool to have that, do attack several things. This is an issue, because we need Shara to be in the front now. If we Whirlwind... This is why the power-up would be really nice. They're all just out of range every time of the Whirlwind. If we Whirlwind and... If we Blind... Then Whirlwind, we're going to get a new card that costs 0. We're also going to get Block. And we're going to inflict Bleed. Okay. Hey, just muted myself. If we inflict bleed, it's gonna make him way weaker as well. I think we kind of have to do that, but we need to kill this guy. We do this. Now, if we whirlwind, oh, we can. We kill him with this. Kill this guy with this, and we're gonna gain some extra block from it. Yeah. If we charge... We don't care about the 3 damage from him. Or the 12 damage from him even is going to be whatever. We need to kill him. So if we do it this way... I don't think it really makes a difference. Let's just make sure we kill him. Let's just stop being fools. He takes extra damage because of his situation. If we charge him front... We'll do more damage. 3 and 8. We take some. We take some for sure. Right. We don't have to survive much longer. And honestly, blind on this boss has been really, really, really good. Well, if we just whirlwind right now, he's dead. It costs 1 less. Excellent. Let's use it. Fantastic. Good work. Oh, it hit me. God damn. Right. I didn't realize. Well, you're dead now anyway, but you've annoyed me for sure. You've made this a real pain. He did heal up then. I was watching for that. So he heals up just at the end of the fight. This is hell. Attack the leading enemy for damage equal to your block. When do we create the most block? Or when do we want to do that, really? It's gonna be... I guess just on Clash wouldn't be the worst thing ever. He already does damage with it, so if we go like here, is that the most efficient place? What if we go over here? Right on the end of this thing. There we go. Heal me! Oh my god, we actually found some gold though. Let's use this. Nah, miles away. I bet it's got a heart on it. Nah, it's just a giant pile of gold. Unfortunate though. We want the gem. Give me the gem right now. Attack pierces through for half the damage. Once again, we could even do hammer time and make it do damage right through. I honestly don't think we're going to survive for very long on the boss, so this is a real shame to see. Reflect. If this card blocked, deal damage to the enemy equal to the amount blocked. This card blocked. Deal damage equal to it. Okay. So when they attack us, so we want to pick this. And what do we want to put it on? On the block cards, right? So on guard, which is usually what we're blocking with. Okay. What about a draft? Will a draft help? Gain 5 block, add 2 random cards from your discard pile to your hand. Actually, maybe we should have waited for that. What am I doing? I actually really like this as well. Gain 5 block. Sure. Sure. A talent tier. This is also... Oh. It's also what we've been missing. I don't see why we wouldn't. So this would be 14 damage. This would be 50. Yeah, I mean... Get some. Now we need the card that brings that card back. Nah. What we want is... to lunge. To strike. To blade dance. To smoke bomb. Just kind of dancing back and forth, but it really didn't do anything that turn. The 20 shield is massive. The blind, honestly, the blind being there is painful, but the deck is getting bigger. Not much bigger, to be honest, which is a little bit annoying that we didn't see it. But that thing, we need to see one or the other. That's the main problem. what we want is, let's get rid of defend. No. Okay, I want to get rid of defend and a strike. We're going to bleed you. And we're going to... We're going to do this just to see if we get something back. Yeah, here we go. This is a little bit better, right? I really don't know. This is... We're not going to get much money from this guy, in all honesty. This is just... we got unlucky with the blind for sure. And we're getting unlucky with the strikes. This is in the last of the 3 or 4 hands that we get. So, shame. Real shame. But, we do get this. No, thank you. No allies. 1 max life for each card in your deck. 18. Pretty nice. The start of each turn gain 6 block. That's only going to work for the first 6 turns. 4 turns. Not the worst thing ever also. Not the worst thing ever also. Simply because we are going to get instantly annihilated when we're setting up. So maybe we do just want to get this for now. We're going to have to fight this guy. Whoever they are. These guys are a little bit weird. Because we won't bleed on you. But... not really the deck for these, for sure. He's going to do 10 damage. We've already got 10 block. So why don't we just smash the crap out of you. And we'll jump to the front. Why not, if it's a 0 cost. And obviously it does more damage the more things that we play. All we want to use blind on is the person who's going to do more damage every turn. Right. Then, if we impact, we can hit both of them. And it's going to make this cheaper. Although the defend will take us to 22. That's going to be 25. I think maybe the defend. Or if we leave it like this, he's going to have 18. But we will have this in the future, and we will... also do some decent damage. Sirocco, you can take it on the chin. I'm so sorry. Oh, and also we get that card as well. Yeah, I should have thought about that. That's a good one. So it does extra damage. Because it was 2 cost. Right, come on. Where's the multiple hits? You're way too strong this turn. Okay, so you're getting blinded. We're going to... Oh, that's a real shame. We're going to smoke bomb. We're going to clash. We're going to lunge. Just all these 0 cost cards. We love them. We're going to use this just for the hell of it. Another one, right? Yep. And then we're going to use this. We're getting them. We're getting them. Actually, we do have the combo for this deck. Although, really sad to see that we're just going to die on the boss in like turn 2. Really sad to see. Well, for sure, he's dead. He's going to take... He needs 10 damage. So, why don't we just... make sure it happens. By really do our due diligence. Yeah. That's how we would normally have played it for sure. So a little bit of gold. Some more. Hey, you know what? We are going to end up getting both items. Very cool. Very cool. And if this brought a heart, we would be blessed. Of course it wouldn't, but we would be blessed. Pick you. He's going to take damage first because he's going to be at the front because we are going to be dead. So I need him to even maybe start at the front just in case. That's actually a very good point. Probably just need him to start at the front. We are dead. There is very little we can do. This hurts. Whenever the hero takes damage, gain 5 block might just be the way that we need to go right now. I think that is, unfortunately. We just need to make sure we can survive like... Oh, we can survive like 1 extra turn, but even then, we just don't have the survivability here. We don't have the block anyway. Can't even fight this because I'm just so worried we would die. Oh, and it's the dragon as well, so the blind. I love the game. I love the game. The thing is, you do get this, which shows you what the final boss is, so you can build your deck for it. It's the second world bosses that seem to be the problem, because we have a bleed deck now, where we stack bleed every turn. This creature dies, creates another creature that doesn't have any of the bleed on it. So we can't stack it over time. Then, when it wants, it creates another one of these things without bleed on it anymore. So what you're doing is nothing. This is trash. This is really... And it's 14 times 3 on the first turn. And we have no cards to cycle. This is bad, man. This is really bad. We're going to be hitting you. We're going to be defending. We're going to be whirlwinding you. We're going to be striking you. We're going to be guarding and dealing the damage back to you. And then we're going to be dying. Turn 1. Gotta love it. Yeah, so this boss very specifically gets around bleed. The last boss we fought with an ally deck very specifically gets around allies. So what do? I honestly think that this cannot work. We need to know who the second boss is going to be also. If they're going to be built like this in a manner that so well like counteracts certain things. I mean, we still lose the power on him. That's great. It's fantastic that we can do that. He's going to do 20. We've got 14. I would still probably want to defend, even though I want to do this damage to him. He has the shield, so 30 damage is not going to be enough. He's only going to take 10, go to 19, go to 14. But if we defend twice... You know what? Maybe what we want to do is just defend once. And then hammer time, and we'll take 1 damage. Oh no, why did we do that? Yeah, of course we wanted to defend twice. He wasn't going to take any damage from that. So once again, we can do this. We can bleed him. We can even do this, which just does nothing. We can smoke bomb. We can clash. We're not going to take damage, but the thing is, that bleed's going to all go away and he's going to turn into a giant dragon. He's going to turn into a giant dragon with no bleed on. And we can bleed him, but it's going to go away, and it's going to keep going away. So, let's see what we can do with this. Is there anything... not super good. Gain 5 blocks, so we actually do want to use these two. Let's put them on top. So we want to do this. Then we want to do this. We want to keep swapping back and forth. We want to... Why do we want to do this? We don't really. We don't really care. That's the end of that. He's going to take 5 damage. He's going to take 5 damage and create one of the elite enemies that we just fought. That seems perfectly reasonable. Not at all busted. Okay. So we're going to need to do this. If we lunge at him, we blade dance him just because, then we retreat. We don't take any damage, and we have once again kind of done this swap. This hurts because now this thing is inside him, right? Look, and has the blessing. Power is increased. We would like to bleed and lose the power. We don't have any more defense. ends, really, after this. So we're in a bit of a pickle. Whirlwind would be nice. Hammer time would be nice. We're going to have to hammer time him. We're not going to die, but we're close. He knocked us to the back. That's interesting. We never really see that happen very much. Once again, we can bleed. We can impact. He's going to do 28, so we want to do this for sure. We want to do this for sure. Guard. Not only do we want to guard, we want to do this to do the extra damage and play more cards. Then he's going to do 28 and he's going to take 28 back. Is what it should be. Did he take 28 back? It didn't. I don't feel like he did. I have to bring this guy back to life if we see it. So unfortunately not really. And now we are dead. Okay, yeah. Still, same again. I still want to play more, but I want to play... I don't... This is not the final form. I do think these bosses have to be changed. I'm sure they will be. They are completely unreasonable. We had very little health. For sure, that is for sure. But the fact that he gets around the bleed by dying and recreating and dying and recreating and stuff like that. And the other guy gets around allies, and it always seems to be the case that if we build a bleed deck, we're going to get that guy. If we get the allies deck, we get that guy. And it's not good. It's definitely not good for us. And we are getting constantly crushed. For real, I think this has to be my last video of this. We're going to burn out on Roguebook before it's even released. I don't want to do that. June 24th, I'm very excited. You know, hopefully they keep that date. If not, you know, we'll wait. But I really am enjoying it. Thanks for all the support in the comments. I'm sure I'll be playing some other roguelike deck builders as well. There's a lot that have come out. I really liked Fights in Tight Spaces. If you want to check those videos out. And when that releases, we'll be playing through that for sure. There are a couple more. I think there's a mech-based one that I'll be reviewing soon as well, so watch out for that. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!